Before the show started, someone was, I think it was Camera, was saying, Force, do you have the Force? Or was that you, Rance?
That was me.
And we were talking about, you know, do you guys actually know where Force comes from?
Where does the Schwartz come from?
Where do you come from?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not Star Wars. It's not Star Wars.
Force, do you have parents?
Where does Force come from?
I do have parents, and I did come from quite a mother.
Are you a vagine?
He's the son of two Padawans.
From a vagine. Force, actually, when we were playing Quake 2, way back in the day, in the original 519 house, one of our favorite artists at the time was a group of two guys called Force and Styles.
Oh,
and
Styles.
so
That's why you were
he was
Styles.
Force, I was Styles,
Okay.
and that's where the names came from.
All right.
Not Star Wars, not anything. Anyway.
And it was perfect too because he was always like the railgun killer in Quake 2, and I was always the guy who ran in with the shotgun and the rocket launcher. So
Oh, you roll with the shotgun, dude?
The personalities fit the names. I was always trying to go for the aesthetically awesome-looking kills, and Force was just like, get 8 guys into a room and let me fire rockets and grenades, yeah! So it fit well. It fit well.
Rocket whore.
Let's do news of the week. Then we'll go on to our game reviews here. We don't need to. I don't think we need to play. But guess what, guys? Up All Night Episode 2 hits on Monday the 19th. That's this upcoming Monday. It's going to feature Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. And guess what? We've got a short promo. So let's check this out. There's a promo for Up All Night Episode 2.
I am Vladimir Drago.
My name is Bruno von Bismarck.
I'm Francisco Torres.
What's up, guys? They told me I could come here, play some stupid game, some stupid guys wearing some stupid mustaches. And I figured, what the hell? All I gotta do is wear a stupid mustache, too.
Let the games begin.
Well, we got no choice. All the girls and boys making all that noise, 'cause they found new toys.
There you go.
That gets me excited right there, dude.
I think it's going to be fun.
I am turned on by that, Don Andrews.
It will be worth it for the mustache.
It will.
Are you sure you're not just turned on by Suma doing his stretching?
Well, when Suma came out in those shorts, I was kind of petrified, but hearing your Russian accent is what is so exciting. I want to hear what Boris has to say.
Boris?
Or
Vladimir.
Vladimir.
Vladimir. All right. So, guys, are we gonna actually premiere? I think we're premiering the episode after EG on Monday, guys. So
That's hot.
You'll be able to watch it live right after the show on Epileptic Gaming. But it's interesting, and obviously we did Halo 3 for the first episode. We decided to dive into a Wii game, and well, you're just gonna have to wait and see. But I will say one thing. Yeah, Suma definitely stayed in character, and that's all I will say, as you will see in the upcoming episode. So. All right, guys, here's our first news item. Do you guys remember, and I know a lot of you Season 1 fans, remember the IGN review of Metroid Prime 3 for the Wii? The one where, from the moment we picked up the controls, we knew this game was designed for the Nintendo Wii. Yeah, that one. Then they went on to say that this game had the best controls of any FPS on any console, period. Well, EG fan Kevin Hike wrote in to tell us that they have now changed their minds. That's right. We've gone back on our opinion. According to Mr. Hike, IGN's Wii review of EA's Medal of Honor Heroes 2, reviewers Bozon and Matt Casamassina state, quote, and the end result is the best controlling shooter on the system. Prime 3 included. Medal of Honor Heroes 2 sets the bar for the control, customization, and pure FPS gameplay on the Wii. Designers take note. Additionally, it was stated by Matt, and I added Medal of Honor Heroes 2 to my collection for an entirely different reason. This part blows my mind. It controls better than any other home console FPS ever. Again, ever. And yes, as Boz noted, that includes Prime 3. Now, either these guys have never played an FPS aside from GoldenEye and Turok on the N64, or they really are that fucking stupid. And I know this is the article that Force wants to go off on me about. But newsflash, for a second time, IGN, you cannot claim perfection for a game or a device that is inherently imperfect. It can't be done. It's not okay to do. It's like claiming a car is in mint condition, except for that big fucking dent on the side, passenger door. This really, it makes me sick, I'll be honest with you, and more reason to not believe or continue to support these ridiculous claims. Force, I know that you're just ready to unleash on it. Let me hear it.
Unleash, brother.
Well, I'm just pissed that we have the statement inherently imperfect. I don't know what you mean by inherently imperfect, since each game's designed for that system, and you didn't really play Metroid 3.
I didn't, but let me throw something out there, Force. While you say this, I want to throw something out there, okay? Because, I have always been one of the guys that criticizes the one-to-one capabilities of the Wii. And when I say one-to-one, I'm talking about a ratio in which when I move my Wiimote, I'm getting an exact replication of my movements on the screen. Now, Force, with that being said, one of the games in Up All Night for Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games is skeet shooting. Oh, yeah. And it was fucking horrible because there was not a one-to-one translation of my aiming cursor to what's on the screen. And with that being said, on any controller that I've got, console, there is one-to-one. So I just want you to know that. Yeah, I haven't played Metroid Prime 3. Yeah, I haven't touched Medal of Honor Heroes, but again, these guys aren't giving me any reason other than saying, hey, it's the best controls on the FPS ever. Well, why? Why is it really better than the sticks? And how can it be better than any controls in the FPS when it's designed for one system? So I just wanted to throw that out there. What are your thoughts now?
Well, for one, I want to say is that I think shooting with the Wii Remote is extremely accurate, and you can't blame a company like Sega, which, no offense, has fallen to shit lately, doesn't really have their game together. When you play a game like I loved Scarface and thought it was some of the most accurate shooting I've had in a game because you can nail specific body parts when you have that constant dot and control over it.
I can imagine 5 seconds to line it up to those specific.
It doesn't anymore because they know how to do it. Like I said when we talked about that box, the area around your screen, you have to move it before it starts reacting. They nailed it.
Okay.
They can do games on it. That's like playing Beautiful Katamari on 360 and saying, all games on it suck because that game controls like ass. And, it's all about who makes the game and a good company who really knows what they're doing.
So it's all about QA and do you think that some companies are just pushing games out to get them out there instead of actually trying to make them have any value?
I absolutely 100% think that.
What an awesome
I definitely think
that. That's so loaded.
Wii is the home of shovelware. There is absolutely no doubt about it.
At least there's a place for it, though. I mean,
I would respect it more if it had games that were accurate.
Let me ask you this, Forrest. Would you rather play a game like BioShock or Call of Duty 4 with a Wii control mote or settings or the sticks?
Here's the thing is that I want to play a first-person shooter designed for the Wii with a Wii controller. I wouldn't take it over Call of Duty 4. But I wouldn't bitch about it either, because when you're playing those games, the controls feel just as tight as they do in Call of Duty 4.
But with that being said, don't you think that it's more proper for these guys to say, because it's on the Wii, because it's got these controls, which the first reviewer kind of does, but then it's Matt who comes on and says it's the best controls ever. And I'm sorry, I just can't.
They said that twice
That's the part. I'm not necessarily criticizing. I will give the Wii its just due in terms of control. I will take your word for it because I definitely believe in your word. If you think Metroid Prime and this Medal of Honor is going to have a good control scheme, that's great. But really, is it fair to say that, it is the best FPS controls ever? Or should they have been more clear about saying, this is the best FPS controls for the Wii. No one has done it better. They even eclipsed Metroid Prime, but they sound fucking stupid when Call of Duty 4 just came out, and there's no way, I guarantee you that if for some act of God Call of Duty 4 could be on the Wii, I would absolutely demolish any poor bastard using the Wiimote to try to fucking headshot me when I would own him with the sticks.
You know what? Here's what I will say. When I looked at your article, you had the line inherently imperfect, and I believe it's all about the game designers. But the line that says better than any other home console FPS ever, I think that guy was smoking crack.
All right,
There's no way I would say it is the best ever. It is good for the Wii.
We'll
and
give
good
and
for
take
that game, not best ever.
As long as we establish that this guy was definitely wrong in his statement about it eclipsing all other FPS controls ever, whether that be GoldenEye or Halo or Halo 2 or BioShock or Call of Duty 4 or Warhawk, we're at least in agree. I will say then, fine, you know, although I still believe that the Wii is imperfect, you do make a point is that there are good developers and there are bad developers. And the good developers are at least figuring out ways to make the control schemes work properly. And there are bad developers who just maybe don't even care. And is that a fair place to leave it off? That's like a little bit of Wii love with a little bit of Wii hate in there.
It's very strange.
I played this at